What's going on, guys? We're just out here at the range. Gonna get some testing in here and maybe get some shots. Let me turn this. Can't see, so let's turn the brightness up here. There we go. See if I can see that better. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mad Sexy? I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to see a whole lot, but yeah, we're out here at the range. And I'm just trying to get some shots down range with some of the new toys and all that. So I thought, well, hell, let's just go live. What up, Vandaliska? How you doing, brother? So yeah, we're gonna put some rounds down range. You gonna give a gun to a kid? I wish I could, man. So what's up, Arctic Fire? So yeah, I wish I could. Guys, let me know. I'm using a new lavalier mic. Let me know if the audio is good. If you can hear me okay, let me know. The new toys. Well, let's talk about the new toys if you want. Got these yesterday from Ordnance. This is an AR platform chambered in 7.62 by 39. So looking really forward to messing around with that one. And then they also sent me 7-inch AR pistol chambered in 5.56. So I need to take the tag off of that. But yeah, obviously I haven't shot them yet. Got them in last night. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting some stuff done with them. Trying to get some rounds down range before we head out in a couple days to Indy, to at least kind of have an idea of what's going on with these bad boys. So I'm looking forward to it and all that. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. And in case you were wondering, sorry about that. I can't see. Hey, what's up, Bass Boy? So yeah, this is going to be some reviews that are in conjunction with Ghost Tactical and GearReport.com. So when I'm doing some stuff for Gear Report, I'm trying to wear their branding as well. So Gear Report's going to be doing some of this as well. So, but yeah, we're going to have a good time. Take it. There's no kids at the range, which is why you ain't giving me one to a kid. Oh yeah, well, I don't mind giving stuff to kids. I don't know if I'd give them a firearm. That might be something down the road I would think about, maybe giving to their dad or something like that. But Semper Fi, brother. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, these are pretty good looking. You know, I know that Ordnance has had issues, especially in their AK platforms in recent years. And when the opportunity came to get an idea if I wanted to do this review for them or not, I actually just jumped on it because I wanted to see, you know, it's been a couple years. I wanted to see, have they worked on some of the issues that we're having with the 7.62, the AK platform. These are obviously AR platforms. Now this one is an AR platform. It's chambered in 7.62 by 39, but it is still an AR platform. So I'm kind of wanting to see how that goes with Ordnance. You know, just because a company had a bad time or had some issues in the past doesn't mean that they are going to have issues. Hopefully they've worked them out and all that. So I'm going to just get some rounds down and see what happens. She says, I want to see that 7.62. Well, there you go. That's an AR platform chambered in 7.62 by 39. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Anyone that knows me well at all knows that I am a very large fan of the 7.62 by 39 round. Not even 22 LR rifle, it would make a kid happy. I'm not saying that I wouldn't give a gun to a kid, but I'm not just going to walk up to a random kid and say, here's a gun. It's going to be, you know, making sure I've shot with them, they're safe, they're going to appreciate it, talk with mom and dad, make sure they're okay with it. But yeah, I'm not just going to walk up and say, hey, kid, have a rifle, you know. Let's see here. Kingpin, what's up? Rob, what's up? So yeah, we're gonna find out. You know, I guess we can start out with the AR pistol, kind of see how that goes. Let's see here. Take the chamber flag out, and I just grabbed a cheap red dot just to have. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and slap it on. Oops. Well, son of a bitch. So go ahead and slap this on the pistol, and we'll see how it goes. So there are that comes with magazine, but I'll try it out, and then I've tried this one out. But I also brought one of my own. I want to. Some guys out there sent this to me, magazine. I love it. So let's load this up first. Let's see. Let's try with their magazine. See what happens. I'll just do maybe about 10 rounds to start out with. So while I'm loading up, you guys doing all right out there? Is the weather good? You guys gonna get a chance to get on the range this weekend, or are you going out to NRA in Indianapolis, or what's going on? What's up, Buck? JB's out there. What's going on? So yeah, let me know what you guys have any plans on doing. There's a couple. You got the Drill a Month still going out there for another week or so, and you've got the 2A fund out there. They've got the 2A Spring Challenge out there. So go to 2afund.com. Artisan Tony's doing that. And what up, yo? And he's doing the 2afund.com, and they're doing a 2A Spring Challenge. So go ahead and get out there and download that free target and all that jazz. Get your 10 rounds in 20 seconds. You can win $100. So, all right, so I'm gonna get my ears on real quick. And I'm going to take this microphone off while I shoot. I'm going to put it down here. Hope you guys can still hear. All right, so this is the 7-inch. Hold on here. Okay. So 7-inch pistol. You know, people want to shoot it there. It's got the stabilization brakes. Some people go ahead and fire it like a normal handgun. So we're going to do a little bit of everything. So, all right. So, go live. Hope this doesn't drown you guys out. All right. AR pistol chambered in 5.56. 7-inch. 7-inch. Here we go. We're getting ready to find out. Let's find out. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do it first shouldered. Okay, feel that. I can feel, only on just those few shots, I can feel the gas heating up just a little bit. Not bad. I'm going to maybe try to go a little bit more. And you're turning away gun scary. I apologize, and I'm not the channel for you then, man. You know, you can go and hang out somewhere else. But I'm going to go ahead and grip it up here on the handrail and hand guard and see if it heats up or not. Typically, what I've found with AR pistols, especially the 7.5 inch length, the gas will kind of see if it heats up or not. Here we go. Okay, so clear. Yeah, man. You're gonna make you take off early, right? Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna go ahead and shoulder this pistol with this brace, you're definitely gonna feel the heat coming off that barrel for sure. The gases are gonna heat up that handguard pretty quick. Like I said, I've only done a few. I'm gonna try to run through maybe a full mag real quick and just do a quick mag dump and see. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me go ahead and put this back on while I'm doing this, but is that better? Yeah, with this 7-inch AR pistol, and typically this is what I found with other AR pistols is when you start talking heat coming off that barrel. I think I blew the mic out. It's getting there. Yeah, that figures. There's probably some noise cancellation and all of that. You know, I didn't think this phone. I had shot before with this phone and never have any problems with the noise, but noise cancellation. But apparently, if anyone knows on a Galaxy how to cut off where it noises the noise cancellation, please let me know real quick because I need to figure that out. Actually, Clover had just called me and asked me, and I said I never had to worry about it. Okay, so let me. I'm gonna take off the mic then. Can you guys hear me or not? I don't know. Can you hear me okay? Is it better that way without the mic, without the lavalier mic? Is that better? Loud and clear. Thank you. All right, perfect. I didn't know with this wind out here if it was too breezy or not, but anyways, what I was talking about is I went through about 10 rounds or so, and like I said, with a 7-inch barrel, I've always, with AR pistols, at least in my experience and the ones I've had before, the barrel and the handguard can heat up because you'll feel those gases come pretty quickly. And I only put 10 or 12 rounds, and I could feel the heat coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little quick mag dump and see how long I can go without with my hand on the handguard and see how far I can go. I might have to use, I did bring, just in case, I brought a glove, and then sometimes even with ARs and all that, I'll kind of just grip it right here. So, but I'm going to shoulder this pistol first, and then we're going to see real quick with the handguard how quickly it comes up and all of that. So, okay, don't know what's going on there. Your 11-inch, you can imagine what shooting 7-inch would be like. A super punch in the face. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't kick a whole lot. I like the way it feels. It's nice and light, even loaded up. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a quick mag dump. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. America! Yeah! Yeah, hope that was that. That was fun. And it did. It got pretty damn hot. The handguard itself is fine. It's not going to get too hot, but you can definitely feel that gas heating up around your hand. So definitely going to probably, it is clear. I just want to show you guys real quick. It is clear. If you're going to shoulder this one, and we'll talk about in the review, we'll obviously have this stuff in the review, but if you're going to shoulder this, I'm not so sure that this is where you want to go. I'd probably kind of come right in here. This also will help you be a little more stable, in my opinion. Turn that red dot off. And be a little more stable right in here. Get a good, side alignment and all that with the red dot. But basically, I wouldn't recommend having your hand all the way up on the handguard with this pistol because the gases... It's a 7-inch barrel, so the gases are coming in pretty hot and heavy. So, yeah. So there's that. You guys, I hope I didn't miss anything. If I missed something, I'll try to catch up and help. Is everybody doing all right out there? I hope everyone's having fun. We got a beautiful day in the neighborhood today, so I thought phone's getting home from all the freedom talk, right? They need to market it as a heated gun and sell it up north. No kidding. I tell you what, you could. I just did a quick mag dump on that, and like I said, the handguard itself did not get hot, so you can hold it. What's going to get hot are those gases flying through it. You're going to feel the heat coming from those gases, but the handguard itself on that mag dump, not a problem. Like I said, you might want to grab it here if you're going to shoulder it here, okay, or wear a glove, and get right there. Not because the handguard itself is hot, but you can definitely feel the heat off those gases. So 10.5 is probably honestly the best as far as getting the maximum everything out of that caliber, especially in 5.56. 10.5 is probably a really good size for a pistol. I'm kind of digging a 7-inch because I could make this to a really cool truck gun, and that would be really fun to have in the truck. So, but yeah, it shoots well. I've gone through, I guess, 2 mags real quick and dumping some stuff, and never had any issues with anything so far. So That went away. Let me see what you guys are saying. So good he never smoked a cigarette after. So good. Hell yeah, to smoke a cigarette. Wife is saying it must be 22 inches to be worthy. Well, my wife, if she's looking for 22 inches, she's lived with disappointment for the last 23 years, whatever. It is what it is. I've been an inch away from glory my whole life. So, now you gotta smoke. I know, isn't that hard, man? When someone's out there also smoking, and you gotta smoke too. So yeah, that is the Ordnance 7-inch AR pistol, chambered in 5.56. And I guess what we'll do next is go ahead and throw the chamber flag back in here. What we'll probably do next is go with the AK. Actually, it's not an AK. It's an AR platform chambered in 7.62 by 39. Out of a 7-inch, aren't the ballistic comparable to a 22 mag? You know, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with the 22 mag, so I'm sure someone out there knows the answer, or you can Google that pretty quickly. But 7.5 inches with the 5.56, the ballistics is going to be something. But honestly, what I'm looking for out of this is if I was to put a dot on this and zero it and keep that dot on there, I'd probably zero it at 50, maybe even 25 yards. Just what I'm saying is, with that gun right there, that's gonna be a truck gun, and that's gonna be something for home defense or out and about when I'm driving around or whatever. It's not gonna be something that I'm trying to stretch out its legs. I'm going to go 25 yards and in probably. So I'm not really worried about velocity out of the muzzle. I'm worried about what's going to be doing at impact. So the ballistics will probably, I don't even know, for someone out there, I'm sure the 223 Remington 5.56 is not going to do a whole lot probably at 7.5 inches that it would out of 16, 18, or 20 inches, obviously. But I'm not trying to make this gun do it what it's supposed to be doing with an 18 or 16 inch barrel as well. If I do anything with this, it's going to be certainly a home defense truck gun type thing. So the ballistics, as long as it's got stopping power, which it will, that's all I'm really going to care about with that pistol. So let's see here. I heard that I have a 7-inch pistol. There you go. Well, that sounds like fun. I don't know, congratulations, or I'm sorry. I don't know if you're happy with a 7-inch pistol or not. If you're happy, congratulations, brother. If you're not, cheers. Sorry. Let me go get my ammo real quick. Right back for the 7.62. Alright, so for the 7.62, I'm gonna buy my gun shop Heber Gun here in Heber Springs. Picked up some Wolf. Check that price out. How about them apples? $5.75. Wolf steel case, 7.62, 123 grain. So yeah, for something like this, $5.75. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. So now, we're gonna go. Let's take this red dot off here. And we're gonna slap it over here. That's pretty good. Let's see if I miss anything. All right, so it does come with one magazine when it comes out of the box, and I'm assuming I'm assuming that you're not going to be able to use a standard AK mag or anything like that, because as you all know, it's an AR platform, so it's got to be straight there for a little while to fit inside the magazine well, being that it's not an AK, so it's not going to clip in like a normal AK mag would. So that's the magazine that comes with the AR platform, and it is chambered in 7.62 by 39. So it comes with one, so I'll have to go get some more or whatever. But I've got one to go with. I should have brought some of my other AK mags. I've got 1,000 of them, so I should have done that, and I will do that definitely for the review when I do all that. But it is what it is. So I'm going to load up some of this Wolf $5.75 worth of freedom in 7.62 by 39. So there it is, $5.75. Can't beat that. So let's go ahead and load this up. And while I'm loading, if you guys have any questions or anything or whatever, we can sit there and talk. And I haven't seen a comment come by. Goodness. Not the greatest quality of magazine. Let's see here. Mid-Tennessee Outdoors. It's got a video that just dropped. So man, this magazine is not very good. Unfortunately. Who's that text from? AZ. Okay. Let's see here. You with your 30-round mags and AR pistol, you are despicable. Yeah. Who's that? Calvaris. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, be good, Mad Sexy. Maybe we'll see you tonight on the show. We're going to talk tonight. The show's going to be talking about traveling with guns, either driving or flying. And we'll discuss NRA, and that's kind of what the whole thing's about. Is a lot of people are traveling in Indianapolis for NRA, and I'll be traveling with guns. I'm driving, so I'm going to be traveling with my guns. Some people fly with their guns, and we're going to talk about different things about traveling with your guns. So hope you guys tune in tonight. It'll be at 8 Eastern, 7 Central right here on the Ghost Tactical channel. Most of you guys are regulars in the chat, but that'll be a good one to watch. So we're loading this up. It is cheap Wolf ammo. I got it at my local gun shop, Hebert Guns. Awesome place for $5.75 for 20 rounds. Can't beat that. Cannot beat it. Wolf right there. Yep, 123 grain. There we go. $5.75. How about them apples? Sounds like a good show. I'll stop by and check it out. Appreciate you. Who is that? Oh, that's Leonidas. What's up, brother? So yeah, again, what I said, we're going to do here on this one is this is going to be the inner Ordnance M2 15. This is chambered in 7.62 by 39. So we're going to go ahead and send some rounds down range, my man. Here we go. Get our ears on. All right, I'm sending the Wolf. You're sending the Wolf. Why didn't you just say that? Okay, there you go. I'm sending the Wolf. All right, so here we go. Fantastic. Right off the bat, having issues. It's not wanting to chamber. It is not wanting to chamber. A little forward assist. Okay, yep. All right, it's in there. Here we go. Son of a bitch. You gotta love it. What brand of mag? I don't know. It just came in a clear bag in with the rifle. I don't know what brand it is, but it's a piece of shit. It is definitely a piece of shit. Let's see here. It's loose. It's kind of loose in here. I mean, that's what it is, but nope. So, I guess I'll just go manual here. Open the bolt, seek the mag. I had it already done that way, and bolt's open. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's kind of loose. All right. Finally fed. Yeah, it was catching a little bit. You can kind of see the mag is a pretty cheap mag, and it probably just had to loosen up a little bit. Like I said, I could feel it was really tight. It was really hard to load the rounds in, so it just is something that we're gonna have to kind of work out. Shoot the AK, please. I just did. Who's that? Drucifer. Almost looks like an airsoft mag. Yeah. JJ, what's up? I missed something. Hey, thanks, Kingpin. Yeah, Andrew, it was so yeah, interesting. Took it a while, but I think it just needed to get loosened up. I've got a few more in this. Let me go ahead and just dump this. Seems to be yeah, definitely seems to be fine now. I think it was just straight out of the wrapper. I haven't done anything to this, so it's straight out of the box, straight out of the wrapper with a magazine. And yeah, probably just hanging up a little bit, but seems to be going fine now. And all of that. So we'll take those off. But yeah, so far, so good. No malfunctions as far as cycling out of once you get going with this. Ran anything through it. And like I said, this is cheap wolf. It's $5.75 for 20 rounds. I just got this in my local gun shop. If it can shoot this, it can shoot anything. That's what I love about the AK platform, is it will shoot anything. But this being an AR platform, but it's chambered in that 7.62, it was interesting to me. And obviously this isn't the testing that I'm going to do. There's going to be a lot more testing that we're going to do with these. But definitely going to be something to look into, is what kind of ammo it will and will not hold. Let's see here. I'm sorry, this kind of goes away. Pew, pew, pew. Kablamo. That's right. With that, I could get ammo. Wish you could get ammo that cheap. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, I was at the gun shop yesterday picking these up. And I said, hey, what you got? You know, if you're like Tula or something like that, with some cheap 7.62 by 39. He said, man, we just got a whole bunch of this wool stuff and it's cheap as hell. And I said, well, show it to me. So like I said, if you're ever in the market, I don't know if it's this cheap everywhere, but I got this at my gun shop. It's Wolf, 123 grain, 7.62 by 39 for a whopping $5.75 for 20 rounds. So that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. Not the type of hot loads I was expecting with Ghost Live Cam, right? Yeah, yeah. So, that being said, yeah, I just came out here. I would like to get some kind of shooting with these done before I left on Thursday for Indianapolis. I knew that I wouldn't be able to really do anything tomorrow. So I definitely want to come by and get this out. And like I said, these are going to be reviews on both of these in conjunction with Ghost Tactical and GearReport.com. So not only will you have the video side of the reviews and stuff on the normal channel on all the different platforms, but there will be a written review on each one of these on GearReport.com. So make sure you go check them out. Clover does some writing for them. I even think Budget's getting to the Gear Report game a little bit. So if you guys aren't familiar with Gear Report, it's an awesome place. Firearms, hunting, camping. If you like military vehicles, all sorts of stuff. Jeff and the guys and Toby and JJ and Pickle and all these guys are awesome people that take it very seriously and they're very, very good at what they do. So go check out GearReport.com. Do you get to keep these guns? I do get to keep these guns. That was part of the stipulation, and then when the opportunity came about, they kind of said, "Hey, what would you like to shoot, and what are your criteria that you're looking for?" Hey, peace out, brother. And mine was, did I get to keep them? And obviously, they don't have a problem with that. And ironically, I was only supposed to get one, and I got lucky on their mistake. Apparently, they were supposed to send me this pistol. They're supposed to send me this pistol in 7.62 by 39. What they did is they sent me the pistol in 5.56 and the regular AR in 7.62 by 39. So their mistake is, thank you very much. It's my good thing, my reward. I don't know, but it's my good fortune for damn sure. So I'm gonna get to mess around with these two fun things and have a good time. So very, very blessed. Thank you, Inner Ordnance, very much. Thank you to Gear Report for facilitating this thing, and be on the lookout for reviews. Probably going to be next couple weeks. Yeah, sweet deal, But the next couple weeks, when I get back from NRA, I'll actually have time to get out and do some testing and all of that. I just want to come out and get some shots through it. I've kind of adopted a buddy of mine's mentality of 24 hours. Got to shoot any new guns within 24 hours. So I've kind of adopted that and done it myself and all of that. So I want to get out here and shoot these real quick. And like I said, I've got two of them to have fun with. And I just saw something. I saw a question. Isn't 7.62 AR not good? I don't know. This is my first time to shoot an AR platform chambered in 7.62 by 39. And I've only gone through 20 rounds. I mean, it's not anything to test, but I've got about 300 more rounds to go through before I really get some testing. So, but yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know. This is my first AR in 7.62 that I've ever shot. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes and all of that. So yeah, I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but my experience is 20 shots so far. If you guys are out there and you have any idea of ARs and 7.62, I know the Inner Ordnance had issues in years past with their AK platform, and maybe that's why they're trying to go with the 7.62 and the AR platform. Maybe it's a little more stable platform than the AK platform. I don't know. They had issues before, but like I said, someone had mentioned to me that they haven't had very good luck in years past. May have been an enhanced hammer spring in the firing pin. It could have been a lot of things. It really could have been a lot of things. But it seems to be running fine now. But Inner Ordnance did have some issues, and like I said, when I had the opportunity, it was like, I don't know, should I do this or not? But I can tell you that just in normal life, I like to give people at least a second chance. And I've never had an Inner Ordnance before, so I have never had any issues with any of their guns. I know there were some problems a few years back, but hell, I'll try anything out. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I'll tell you it doesn't work. But if it does, then maybe they are trying to recover some of their product safety and their quality control and all that, to where maybe it's going to be better. So we'll find out. I'm going to try to put about 300 rounds through both of these throughout the review and testing process. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, someone's out there talking about they prefer. It went away, so I can't see, but they prefer their AR in 3220. Okay, I'm gonna try to finish editing the video so it releases tomorrow. Oh, okay, he's talking to Guitar Man Pete. Yeah, that's the great thing about the AR platform. It's very modular, and you can do a lot of things with it. But there's also so many calibers. I mean, any basically rifle caliber that you can think of, someone's got a rifle for that. You know, that's the great thing about the AR platform is it's so versatile. So, you know, I know that a lot of people like plinking with 22s and just having a good time with AR platform and 22s. You can go up to, you know, there's some great, you know, there's some great 6.5 Creeds and all that in an AR style rifle. So, yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about an AR-15 platform is it gives you so many different options, and then you're not stuck with just one caliber or whatever. You can find an AR pretty much for any rifle caliber out there, and that's the wonderful thing about an AR platform. An AR does not stand for assault rifle, in case anyone knows is out there and you're a newbie. AR does not stand for assault rifle. It stands for Armalite Rifle. It's a brand, it's a company, the very first ones to make it. So anyone's out there that's watching this saying, AR-15, AR, so you shoot an assault rifle. I'm shooting a rifle. Ha. It's not an assault rifle. It has not assaulted anybody. Let's see here. I like the. Let's go back and see. I think it said he likes the by 39 caliber. I might try to put one together when I get done. Yeah, I love. Exactly, assault is an action. I love the 7.62 by 39. You know, the 308 is, you know, the 7.62 by 51 is great. But for me, the 7.62 by 39, I have always really enjoyed this round. And first time I ever shot it was in the Marine Corps. We had to do some foreign weapons orientation and all that with the AK. And I never shot an AK before. I never really shot much before, if anything, before with the Marines. And kind of, oh yeah, this is awesome. So I love the AK platform. I love the caliber, 7.62 by 39 caliber. I love that round. So an AR chambered in this is new to me. And I'm looking forward to having some fun with this thing and doing to it. So I'm going to go ahead and probably start getting out of here pretty soon and get some more shooting in and all that jazz and get everything cleaned up and head back to the studio for the show tonight. Well, Mr. F&H, how you doing? You're officially banned on Gun Talk Media's channel for comments regarding them shilling for Springfield. Oh, I didn't. What's your thoughts on this? Are you talking about my thoughts on being banned or my thoughts on Springfield Armory? I'll give you both if you want them. Let me get a drink real quick. This might take a minute. An AK SKS Ruger American by 39. Yeah, you need an AR now. You know, I'll tell you if you need an AR. You know, at least this Ordnance brand. So okay, so he says both. So, oh shit. So I got a drink here. I got my cigarettes. Let's get some sexy music background, a little jazz in the background, and let's kick the feet up and let's get nasty with my thoughts. All right, so my thoughts on being banned by a channel regarding comments for calling them a shill. Grow up. I'm not talking to you, Mr. F&H. I'm talking to whatever channel it is. Grow up. If you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to do content, you're going to have to understand that you're going to piss off 10% of the people no matter what you say. And it's going to be a different 10% depending on what you're saying at the time. But you're going to piss off 10% of people. And if you're not able to accept hard criticism and you don't have thick skin, then you're in the wrong damn game, man. Get out of the game if you can't take criticism. If you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to be doing product reviews and accepting products from different companies, you're going to have to understand there's going to be people out there that aren't going to like those products or not going to like those companies. So, as far as whatever channel you're talking about that has banned you, grow up. If you don't like what they're saying, then just don't read the comments. I'll read the comments all the time, and the negative comments that I get on some of my videos, I look at them as a chance to start a conversation. My biggest thing is I understand that I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm not trying to make everybody happy. For me, I'm going to do what I like doing. I'm going to say what I like to say. And if somebody doesn't like watching it, they can go somewhere else. So it's okay to call out Clover for shilling for Lucky Charms. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll shill for Crayola. You know, it's one of those things where here's the thing, guys, and what people call shills. And look, I understand you guys are out there and you're watching and you're seeing some channels getting guns and getting sent to them and all that. Understand this. I'll get to Springfield Armory here in a second, Mr. FNH, so don't go anywhere. But as far as the shill thing, it's part of the business. It is part of what we do. And if you're lucky or able to get to a point where companies want to send you product to review and all of that, then understand that if you don't like watching channels doing reviews or talking about products, it's going to be hard pressed to find channels out there that aren't doing that. I think that's what everyone does. That's what everyone wants to do. And if there's a company that likes your personality or likes your style of video editing or respects your opinion on a firearm or hopes that maybe an audience will respect my opinion on a firearm, then I'm going to do a review on it. They want to see me product, I'll do a review on it. And if it's not a good product, I'll tell you if it's not a good product. I'm not going to sit there and, I think what you call the shill is a person that's going to take whatever product, say it's the greatest thing out there. Okay, guys, this red dot that's on this is a $30 red dot. $30 red dot from China. I am not going to sit there and tell you to go and rush out and buy this damn red dot because I got it for free. It's a $30 red dot. You're going to get what you get. Now, am I going to tell you for a $30 red dot, I have thrown this on the ground, I've dragged it, I've put it in water, I've iced it. You guys have seen the videos that I've done with these red dots. Am I going to tell you that for $30 it works? Yep. Am I going to tell you that this is the greatest red dot in the face of the earth? Freak no. It's a $30 red dot, guys. I'm not putting a holosun on there. I'm not going to put a vortex on there right now. I grabbed this out of the safe. All right. Sorry about that. Damn notification came up. I'm not gonna. Well, I will say who it was. Damn Travis P11. Damn notification out there about his damn tac pack. I haven't done my review on tac pack, but his tac pack came up and I tried to clear it out of the way, and it took me to a whole other thing. So Travis P11 is trying to freaking break my live stream now. He's already broken VidMe. He's trying to break everything else he does. He might as well freaking break me. So I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know where I ended off talking, but anyways, we'll go to my thoughts on Springfield Armory. Obviously, Springfield Armory is not the Travi. Springfield Armory is an American icon. It is on the Mount Rushmore of gun companies. Obviously, one of the first gun companies in America, if not the first, but I don't know if it was Colt or Springfield. They came out at the same time, but I think it was Springfield Armory. It might have been the first one. Anyone out there, let me know if I'm factually correct or incorrect. But anyways, Springfield Armory up in Massachusetts, and then you've got Springfield, and they're up in Illinois and all this stuff now. And you've got to understand that people are pissed off or were pissed off or continue to be pissed off at some of, who's that? Hey, Pete. Okay. They've got issues with Springfield for a political stance. They try to kind of backdoor some legislation in Illinois state legislature that could hurt some of the smaller gun shops in the state of Illinois. And I think it went through. It actually was signed not too long ago, I believe. And so a lot of people last year just went off the deep end on Springfield Armory. And I'm not saying they weren't wrong. It was pretty crappy. But understand it's business also, okay? And understand that it wasn't the company that made that decision. It was the board of directors, probably even just maybe the CEO and his executive board. It wasn't the whole company and all that. They don't have a say in a lot of that business stuff. The stockholders, to a certain extent, with, you know, unless they're talking about the board members, but the stockholders don't even have a whole hell of a lot to say about what the company does politically. They also had hired someone to run their lobbying for them that has since been proven to have some questionable issues on how he does and handles the lobbying for his previous clients. So I will say this, as far as shilling for Springfield Armory, I have a Springfield XDS, I believe, and I love that gun. Springfield makes some great handguns. Obviously, they've been around forever, literally forever, since firearms in America became a business after the Industrial Revolution. A lot of people will say that Springfield and Colt and all that were miles ahead of Henry Ford in mass production in the assembly line. They actually kind of kicked off an assembly line well before Henry Ford did it. So there's a lot of people, if you look at the history of them, you'll see that Springfield Armory has a very rich history in our country. Everyone's going to make mistakes, guys. And if anyone out there owns and loves Smith & Wesson, go back and look at what Smith & Wesson did about 30 years ago. And if you're one that hates Springfield Armory because of their political stances, go back and check out what Smith & Wesson did about 30 years ago. And if you're a Smith & Wesson fanboy and you don't like Springfield Armory, I'm calling you out, okay? Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's be honest, guys. Dick's Sporting Goods, they're not closing because of firearms. They're not closing because people are boycotting because they don't sell ARs. The firearms portion of a Dick's Sporting Goods is less than 5% of the store. It's probably about 1% of their store. I'm having a blast. Who's that? Night Strike. I'm having a blast shooting some guns, man. But Dick's, I'm not saying that we don't have any effect on Dick's, but understand that Dick's, 99% of Dick's thing has nothing to do with firearms. They have a lot more fishing and outdoor and hiking and camping stuff than they do firearms. Now, that being said, I want you to continue. If you feel like you want to boycott Dick's, then keep on going. Let's see here. But the karma of them closing is funny. Oh, I'm not saying that it's not awesome. The karma is phenomenal. Karma's a bitch, and I know her personally. And yeah, I keep on boycotting Dick's. I haven't been to Dick's forever. But I will say that they were closing well before. They were having, I shouldn't say they were closing, they were having financial issues well before the whole AR thing. So it is what it is. What is it? Academy Sports been kicking their ass up and down for the last few years. I'm missing some things. I'm sorry. Let's see. Kluwer Tax. His Dick's was rolling back before they got. There you go. See, I'm not the only one that thinks that or knows that. 10% of the revenue. That's kind of what I was saying. Night Strike. Either today or tomorrow, I'm going to do the 2A Fun Challenge. Good, good, good. Dick's Sporting Goods is not going out of business, guys. They're just closing some stores. They are hurting in sales. And, you know, obviously the firearm boycott is a part of that. But they've been struggling for several years. So it's not, this is anything new. And I'm not saying that we didn't have an effect, but, you know, they were closing or they were struggling well before that. I think Academy Sports has just been kicking their asses up and down this. And I go to Academy. I really like Academy. I really do. So I couldn't tell it. Your last time was at Dick's Sporting Goods. Maybe, yeah, I mean, it was probably about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, honestly. And then they built an Academy Sports right across the street from the Dick's, and that's where I've been going. And you get better prices at Academy, get better stuff. I enjoy Academy. Big Five is funded by Big Fud. Okay, you know how I like about the word FUD. It is what it is. Every time y'all type Dick's, it holds it for review. Does it really? Well, I'm glad my mods are out there taking care of that. So we're talking about Dick's Sporting Goods, not the sexual term. So, yeah. Dick's name suits them well. Yeah. Thanks for Rick, $5 per chat. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you know, I've never really enjoyed Dick's, but you know, I live about 45 minutes from the nearest actual big town. We're about 10,000, maybe a little bit more than that here. To get to an actual town that has a bunch of those stores and all of that, about 45 minutes away. And for the longest time, it was just Dick's. And then about 3 years ago, they had they had an Academy built right across the street. So obviously, I'm going to Academy now, and I've always enjoyed Academy. They have really good prices, really good stuff, and all that. But let's see here. I trust you, Clover, MW Tactical, Yankee Marshall Reviews. Who do I trust? That's a really good question. I trust. I tell you, I mean, there's only a few that I really watch. I'm going to break it to you. I don't watch a lot of gun content on a day-to-day basis. Most of the time during the day, I'm obviously at work anyways. But when I'm watching YouTube, and unless it's some of my buddies that like you guys are doing a show or doing a video, then I'll watch it. But just to watch gun stuff, I usually don't. I like to watch a lot of business and entrepreneurial stuff. But for reviews, Travis does a really good job on the tabletop reviews. He kind of gives you the specs and all that, but for the firing side of things and all of that stuff, and I know that he's a little long-winded, but my favorite's probably Such. I've watched Such forever, and I tell you, I don't do it really necessarily now, but I used to. When I used to buy a gun, I would always go and find a Such video on that gun to kind of get an idea. I've always trusted Such's because he goes, it might be a 45-minute long video. Hope you can last through them. But I've always respected Such's opinion, so I trust Such. There's a bunch of others, but probably Such is the one that I remember going to early on when Such started coming out, about 7-8 years ago, whatever it was, and really enjoying Such. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Such is just way too positive usually. Yeah, I don't like being surrounded by negativity. They just built a huge warehouse in New York. Must be getting a discount to be able to afford it in this state. JB says, Ghost, would you know the affection of a polymer frame gun if left in a hot car for over a week or more? I wouldn't leave any gun in hot or cold temperatures very long. I wouldn't do that with either one of them, especially a polymer. Yeah, you're talking about a polymer. It's plastic, and I'm not saying anything bad about it because I love polymer firearms. But if you leave it, especially if you're talking about 100 degrees or hotter, because if you leave it in a car and it's 100 degrees outside, it's probably 125, 130 inside your car. So obviously it's going to mess it up, and it could be the same way if it's really, really cold. So I wouldn't leave any gun in a car. At all, much less might get broken into and stolen. But in extreme weather conditions, yeah, I definitely would not. I would not leave them in the car. Just me. That's just me. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Just an opinion, but really most guns are good for their price. Any brand or model can have a limit in the mix. Absolutely. Here's the thing. They're talking about smaller channels, and yeah, obviously. When you're talking about entertainment and enjoying, I really do like the smaller channels because most of us are doing it because we enjoy it. We're not doing it because we're making a fortune. If you're making money on YouTube, then you're a lot bigger than we are. But, the smaller channels are doing it because they're still passionate about it. They still are doing it for the right reasons, and the right reasons are for whatever reason you're doing this for. For me, I enjoy shooting guns, and I enjoy hanging out with you guys and hopefully passing on my opinion. I'm not going to call it knowledge because there are a lot more people out there that are a lot more knowledgeable about firearms than I am. When I do a review and all that, it's my opinion. I'm not trying to convince anybody that these guns or these products or whatever it is I'm talking about is anything more than they are. For me, it's just my opinion. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I tend to trust the smaller channels a bit more because they're not trying to sell anything. They're not trying to sell themselves to the devil like the big channels already have. And I guess that's why I still like Such. I know most of those big guys, they've already sold their soul to the devil, but I've been watching Such for a long, long time. And, there's a way to critically talk about a product without being just negative. And I think the comment up there earlier, I'm not sure who it was, that said he's usually pretty positive, and I like that. I can talk bad about something but still be not negative Nancy and positive in some way. So I do like the fact that he is positive. Let's see here. I'm sorry. This is Bass Boy says, I have a Glock 19 Gen 2 that I left under the seat of my truck for over 3 years. No issues. Fantastic. I don't know why you would try that experiment, but good for you. I take my guns out every night when I go home and I leave the truck. I always carry about, I've got 3 or 4 guns in the car at all times, plus the one on my hip. And I take all of them inside every night, and it doesn't matter if it's hot or if it's cold or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take them inside. And it's more because I don't want my car to get broken into and they get taken. But the weather does have a factor to play in. And if you're going to be outside in the heat and you've got a couple guns in the car, crack the windows a little bit. At least get some airflow through that. That might help a little bit. But obviously, Bass Boy's been having a Gen 2 out there for 3 years. No problems. Fantastic. I've never tried that experiment, and I don't think I'm going to, but if it works, it works. That's on you. Sorry, I'm going to go back up here. If you're looking for a review and you don't trust the person you're watching, you better watch somebody else. Exactly. Difo, I haven't seen you forever, man. What's going on? Clover says what he was saying about suits, he doesn't talk about negatives on the product much, not his attitude. Yeah. I always will try to at least find a couple of negatives, especially, like even like the Walther or something. Yeah, that Walther Ppq is a phenomenal handgun. I love that thing. There's not very much wrong with it, but I want to try to find something negative, even if it's, I don't know. I mean, I always try to find something negative with it, because when you're doing T&E, you're not doing that company any favors by being positive about everything. You're not being honest with the company. You're not being honest with the consumers out there, because that's what you guys are. And we all are when we're watching review videos. We're consumers. We're trying to figure out if we want to purchase this next gun. And these reviewers aren't being honest if everything's positive and sunshine and daffodils. So I'll always try to find something, at least, to let the company know, hey, something's wrong with this or whatever. So yeah, I agree. Nothing wrong with a cheap item being good for the price. Hell yes, I'm talking about. Don't trust anything that guy named Kevin says. Is Tack out there? I didn't see Tack come in. If you're out there, what's up, biatch? Never trust internet gun reviews. Watch them, enjoy, but to the truth to be foolish. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. Like I said, there are people out there that do a really good, thorough testing. There are some people that do some really, really good reviews out there. Wood on gun is a bad idea for long-term truck guns. Yeah, I would definitely say don't have some wood furniture. If you're, it's hard to say anything bad about the PPQ. It is hard to say something bad about the PPQ. If you're gonna keep a car gun, make sure you are okay with possible or honest on anything. Try. Well, I can't say that for everybody, but I think most people are. I know that I am, and everybody in here that might do reviews is going to be honest. It is what it is. I try to, like I said, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm trying to give my opinion, my review of a firearm, and if it comes out positive because I like it, then great. If it comes out negative because I don't, it is what it is. There are 2 types of people in the world: those who love the PPQ and those who don't own them. That is true. That is true. Good point there, Clover. That PPQ is a freaking amazing gun. Amazing gun. You guys need to go shoot a PPQ. I've got a subcompact, I think. Sorry. I've got a subcompact. That's my EDC right now. Clover has, is it the 5-inch? I don't want to say that Clover has the 5-inch. 4-inch or 5-inch. I think it's the 5-inch PPQ. And then I think Mike over in that MW Tactical has the Q5 steel. No, he has the Q5 match polymer. He doesn't know how the steel one. Yeah, Clover's got the 5-inch. Yeah, you need to try out, and you got to try out the Walther PPQ. Freaking amazing gun. I would lie to you guys for free guns. I would never do that. Who is that said that? I can't even see. Oh, Guitar Man Pete. Yeah. No, I that's just something that I won't do. And it's one of those things where I've actually sent products back to companies before last year saying, you know what, I'm going to send this back to you instead of just absolutely destroying you online. You can send me another one if you think this is a bad one or whatever, but no. What do you think the next rifle caliber will be for pistols? You talking about pistols or handgun pistols? As far as rifle calibers, what are we talking about here? How is the Walther Ppq 45 suppressed? I don't know. I don't own a 45. I own the 9mm subcompact, and I don't have it suppressed, so I would not be the one to ask that question. Speak for yourself. I just have not received any checks yet. Huh? Honest? Oh, okay. I only own Smith & Wesson. It's not a bad company. I'm a big Smith & Wesson fan. I know you have spent time making videos just to tell companies no and walk away. I have. Yeah, I've done that, and I think, you know, if you do this long enough, you're gonna have some products that are just not good products, and you spend time testing it, and you have film and all that, and halfway through you're just like, no. And I sent one back and I said, look, if you want to send me another one, maybe this is a bad one, it doesn't work or whatever it is, it fell apart. I don't want to do a review on this because it's just not very good. I don't want to. And it's not that I don't want to do a review. I just don't want to continue having to retest and review something that's that bad. And so for me, it's easier just to say I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And because if I could put a video out there bashing them, but what does that do? It makes me look like a Debbie Downer. That company is going to get blasted for something that might not be their fault. We don't know. But more importantly, it's a waste of time. It truly is a waste of time to continue to review a product that is crap. And my time is already, you know, spare enough as it is between a full-time job and doing this, that I don't want to spend and waste time trying to freaking review a product that sucks. That's just me. Rifle pistols. Okay, so what do I think the next rifle caliber? Honest to God, I don't know the answer to that. I don't have an opinion on it because, you know, you can get up there at 6.5 Creeds and 338 Lapuas, and you could do 458 SOCOMs and some of the 350 Bush and all that. I don't know if those would ever want you. Why would you want those in a pistol length? They're not going to do anything for you. So I think that when you start talking AR pistols, I think that, you know, you should go with pistol caliber carbines or pistol calibers. You know, 5.56, 7.62x39, maybe like a 300 blackout, something like that. But when you start talking about more the high-powered rifle calibers that, you know, people use for a longer distance, why would you want that in an AR pistol? That's just me. I don't know. I can't imagine that they'd be very good. Apologies for quirking you, bro. Just did a live. Hey, no problem, brother. Yeah, you fucked me though, Travis. When you're, I don't care about quirking. Do what you gotta do, bro. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. But I'll say this: when your notification came on, Travis, I looked to kind of swipe away to take up half my screen. When I did that, it went to your damn video, and I had to go back and get back in to resume this live. So, and you've already killed VidMe, you've already done all that. So now you're trying to kill my live streams. I get how you are, man. Friends are friends, right? No, just kidding. Compare and contrast the Walther subcompact and the Glock 26 Cub subcompact. I would if I had a Glock 26. I could probably borrow one. So no one's going to ask for free guns at NRA this week. I never said that. Who are you talking to me, Kevin? I don't know if you're talking to me or not. I've never said that. I'm trying to catch up. Yo. With any new projects, I'm going to be asking for lots. Play the odds. Yeah, I mean, you gotta, you know, different projects are going to require different things. And the good thing is I've got companies kind of asking me to do some stuff now, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, good Lord. He almost killed GunTube. I'm just messing with you, Travis. It's all good. It's all good. I don't know. I'm missing. So I don't know. I'm trying to catch up, but no. As far as asking for free guns, what's wrong with that? You ask for a free gun. They say yes. They say no. You either get a free gun or you don't. It's no problem in that. It is what it is. If you want a free gun and you want to do a review on it and maybe put out some content for some viewers out there that might have questions about it, what's the problem with asking for it? So I don't know if you were talking to me, Kevin, or somebody else. I don't know. Like I said, the chat goes by pretty quickly, and I'm kind of far away from it, so I can't really see it. But I got no problem with people asking for guns. I'm sure you have. Yeah, take a free gun for sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Want a BFR and 4570. Your thoughts? Never shot one. My thoughts are, I don't know. I'd love to try it. I'd love to have a good time with it. I've never shot one, so my thoughts are, yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do it. You get one, let me know, and if I'm around, we'll go shoot it. Stop complaining about what other people do with their channels. Let people do what they want. Is that to me? I didn't even see who wrote that. I'm not complaining about what other people do with their channels. I think I'll just buy them all. Buy them all, baby. Buy them all. That way you don't have to. And here's the thing about getting free guns. You don't have to do jack unless you have a contract or a written agreement with that company. If they want to send you something and they don't tell you that, it's just no string attached, here's a product, enjoy it, you don't have to do anything. Oh, I got you. No problem. Hey, no problem. I just, I can't see what's going on in some of the chat, so I see little bits and pieces of a comment, and I don't know if they're directed to me or something that happened 3 minutes ago or somebody else. So it is what it is. But no, you got to do what you got to do. And let's see here. I think I missed something. Oh, Kevin saying he's simply saying that anyone getting the product for free that does not reveal it to their viewers is not to be trusted. Exactly. That's why you'll never see me doing a review video or something that I've been given the product. I'll always say thank you. This was given to me by this. This was sent to me by this company. Thank you so much for doing that. So I did a pretty poor. Well, it might have been a poor review also, but I did a review that was not positive on some aspects of the last Walther that I got, and I might not get another Walther, but I'm not going to hold that video back because I didn't want to say it. I only talk, let's see here, God, I'm sorry, this thing goes away so quickly. Who's giving out guns with no expectations? Come on. I'm not saying guns, Kevin. I'm saying there are products that are being put out there by people just sending the products for you to have fun with sometimes. There are things that I've gotten that had nothing to do with me putting a video out there. Try it out. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Obviously, when you get a gun sent, it's an investment. They want something from you. But there are some companies will ask for a positive review or a positive video. I won't do that. If you are simply sending me a gun for a positive review, I don't do that, because what if I don't like the gun? What if I don't find it very positive? I'm not going to be hammered down by a company that says, I'm only going to send this to you if you give us a positive review. Then go send it to somebody else. It's not for me. But you've been around this game long enough, Kevin, to know that there are companies that will send you something that aren't requiring anything. Most guns, yeah, guns are going to require, because it's an investment. It's a little higher price item than maybe a backpack or something. You've only received 2 products for review, a sling and a scope, but they're both great if better sure. Okay, there you go. And Kingpin says he only talks bad about me behind my back. That's the best time to talk about me, man. It's behind my back. Beautiful baby from the outside in. She was calling me. They all expect it. You are an influence that they send it to. Yep. And I'm not saying that I don't do reviews for them. What I'm simply saying, once again, is that not everything sent to somebody has strings attached. And for you to sit there and say 100% of it does, makes you naive, brother. Makes you absolutely naive. And I know you're not that dumb. I know you're not that naive. I know you're not that way. I'm not saying that they may not expect something. But sometimes I come home and there's a box on my door saying with a note, hey man, sent this to you. Have fun with it. That's it. You stop, brother. You don't like what I'm saying. You don't have to be here, Kev. See ya. Peace. You don't have to watch my stuff. Just because you and I don't always agree doesn't mean that you're always right. And they know you'll do content. I've had several products have been sent to me that I have not done product reviews on. Plain and simple. Like I said, I've come home with a box at the front door saying, hey, bro, thanks for all that you've done. Enjoy. So, stop. Stop. All right, let's see. Am I missing something? Quick turnaround so we can just, I don't care about talking about me. It's not about me. It never has been about me. Yeah, as far as doing that, yeah. You know, I'll do product stuff, you know, 6 months down the road. I'll say, oh, it's been through 3 different seasonal patterns, different weather patterns and all that. How's it stood up through hots, through cold, and all that stuff. So, it is what it is. Tack Daddy's a lot of things. Tack Daddy's a lot of things, and he knows that. But Kevin's also a good guy. I love Kevin Reichert. Tack Daddy pisses me off most of the time, but I love Kevin Reichert. He's a good friend of mine. But Tack Daddy drives me absolutely bonkers. And I think Kevin likes Trey. I don't know if Tack Daddy likes Ghost. That's life. We don't always have to get along, but I do really enjoy Kevin Reichert as a friend. He's a good friend of mine. Tack Daddy can piss the shit out of me, and I'm sure Ghost can piss the shit out of him. But I think he probably likes Trey. How are the IO guns? I got here late. Yeah, I shot the 7.62 AR. Had a little issue feeding the initial one. I think it was just I felt it really tight when I didn't even mention when I was loading it up. The magazine didn't feel very good. Might have hung up a little bit, but once it finally got chambered and everything was good to go, the magazine got seated up there. It ran great, no problems. The pistol, 5.56 7-inch pistol, ran great. So like I said, I put 20 rounds through the 7.62. I put probably 30-40 rounds through the pistol. No problem so far, except for the initial chambering on the 7.62 rifle. But other than that, no failures ever since that. So it's been good. But I've only done a small sample. I just wanted to get some rounds. I do have a little 24-hour thing that I like to try to fire new guns within 24 hours. So I want to come to the range before the show tonight and all that. Kevin says, I like both of you, but product review is bullshit is Untitled. I don't speak that language. I'm not smart enough to understand that. Always been, always will be Kevin. Are you going to do anything with suppressors? I don't have a suppressor. I've never had a suppressor. I've actually thought about going ahead and getting a couple suppressors for handguns and for rifles. So, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do that. Probably go ahead and do that this here pretty soon. I'd love to go ahead and get the suppressor game. I've never really enjoyed suppressors. I fired sometimes the Marines and all that. I've never been a big fan of suppressors. Doesn't mean that I don't want to play with them, but to me it's not a big deal. But yeah, I would like to go ahead and get some stuff for some suppress rifles and handguns. It'd be kind of fun. But yeah, that's probably coming down the road a little bit. You meant Hot Topic. Oh, okay, I didn't. Hot Topic. Yeah. Hot Topic. It's definitely a hot topic for sure. And I don't get that. Here's the thing. I understand that there are a lot of people that get sent product, and they're going to do reviews on it and all of that, this, that, and the other. And for the people that aren't getting sent product, I think that there is a built-in jealousy or an envy factor in there, so they're going to badmouth the people that are getting sent product. But it's funny that when people start saying, oh, he's a shill, but the second that they get offered their first product, they're giddy. I was giddy, I'm not gonna lie. The first firearm that was sent to me, I was giddy, man. And it was a $300 handgun. Now I ended up loving that SAR. I love that gun, but I was happy as shit the first time I ever got my first firearm sent to me. So, you know, but it's interesting. People call people shills. They'll call them this, that, and the other. But the second they have an opportunity to review a product for free, they jump on it and never look back. So it is what it is. You know, I'm all for, I think I might be caught up. Holy shit. But now you turn down Sky. Yeah, well, here's the thing. So Sky contacted me and wanted me to do, and I don't even remember the model. It's like a CP or CX3, or it's like the number 3, whatever their last one was. They contacted me, this is about, a month or two ago, wanted me to be interested in sending me a product to do a review. And sure, why not, you know? So they said, you know, please send us information, this, that, and the other. So I sent them an email and tell them which one I want. I decided I would get, my daughter's name is Skye, S-K-Y-E, but you pronounce it Sky. And she likes the kind of the turquoise blue. So I send me the blue one, and worst case scenario, I'll give it to my daughter to carry. You know, she's carrying now. So then I send the information, all that, and then all of a sudden I get an email back from them saying they want me to provide numbers, analytics. And I was like, you contacted me. Now you're asking for numbers. So, you know, for a Sky, I'm not going to jump through hoops. Now, there are some companies that I'd jump through hoops for to get an opportunity to work with them. Sky's not one of them. For them to contact me and then ask me for numbers and analytics, I just told them, said, you know what, thank you, but no thank you. Good luck to you. Let me know if I can ever help you later on, but I'm not in the mood for dancing for you when you contacted me. So, yeah, Sky was one that I did turn down, actually. Let's see. Be good for an extreme torture test. No, I tell you what, I'd torture the shit out of that thing. Is your kid into guns as much as you? No. She shoots. She comes with me all the time. She's going to turn 22 next month. She's 21. She comes out and shoots with me every now and then. She is not afraid of guns. She likes guns, but it's not a part of her life. She carries. She's gone through the concealed carry stuff, but it's not. She's not part of the culture. But she's obviously, you know, pro gun and all of that. But she is not one of those that's going to go out. She did like this though, the pistol. This is something that I think that she could probably get into. Smaller, she's 5'1", 110 pounds, so that's something that she could probably get into. But yeah, she enjoys guns, but she's not in the culture by any means. But yeah, she definitely enjoys them for sure. Let's see if I caught anything else. That trigger, never fired a Sky, never tried one. Is it me, or is the Shield 9mm trigger awesome? Really? Understand that my Shield, I still will sit there and say today, overall for the gun, might be the greatest concealed carry gun ever made. Honestly. It's been my EDC for years and all of that. The trigger is not a bad trigger, but I wouldn't ever call that great. The only trigger, there's 2 triggers that I've ever pulled that, well, 3, I guess. There's 3 stock triggers that I've ever pulled that I would sit there and say I wouldn't change a thing. One is the Walther Ppq. The other one is the Canic Combat Elite and the HK VP9. I wouldn't trade any of those triggers for anything. Those out of the box are phenomenal triggers. But Smith & Wesson trigger out of the box, it takes some getting used to. It's not a bad trigger, but I definitely wouldn't say it's a great trigger. That's just me. Love the gun. Love the gun. Shield triggers are not great, but they work. Exactly. They do work. Later Night Strike. Let's see here. You mean your daughter is taller than you? Okay, that was funny. Clover Tack, when they first started, they came into gun forums pretending to be regular Joes and talking their products. I was in the Keltec group. How's your dad doing, Ghost? I probably don't want to talk a whole lot on camera about it. My dad is doing better. He still has a very long road to go. He still does not have, still can't walk, still doesn't have, use of his left side. He can move his left leg and left foot now. He can lift it about 4 inches. So that happened last week. He does have movement in the left leg. He can kind of start maybe wiggling his left fingers a little bit, but still can't move, still can't stand, still can't walk without help and all of that stuff. I'm hoping that that will change. I'm hoping that this breakthrough of being able to move his left leg for the first time in 3.5, 4 months will start something positive from here on out. Don't really like talking about it, but thank you for asking. He is doing much, much better. So keep thinking about him, and we'll see how it goes. Do you have a next pistol in mind to buy? Not really in mind to buy. Honestly, I don't. All the guns that I kind of love that I could actually afford, I've probably got them already. So typically when I go to the gun store, which is at least once a week, I'll just see what they have. If there's a good pistol that's out there that I like, that's hey, thanks, appreciate you, thank you. If I got a good deal on a gun, then I'll get one. But I don't really have anything in mind that I would sit there and say I can't wait to buy this gun. I'm one of those guys that don't just collect guns. I don't buy guns just to have them. Most of the guns that I buy, especially handguns, I buy for a reason, whether it's just coming out to shoot at the range or concealed carry. Now, what I am going to be looking to get into this year is into revolvers and into long distance a little bit. So I am in the market to find a good revolver, and it's not going to be for carry. So I'll probably be looking maybe like a 4-inch revolver to have fun at the range with. And you guys know I'm not a revolver guy. I don't have a revolver. So yeah, I would probably look to buy a revolver and probably like a 6.5 Creed or 308. I would love to buy a 338 Lapua. I can't afford a 338 Lapua. But I'll probably look to get into a 6.5 Creed bolt action this year and a revolver of some sort. That's just me. What caliber revolvers? I'm looking for a 357 Magnum. That's kind of what I'm looking to get into. Tax's Revolver, I don't even know her. Yeah, right? It's a great album, by the way. If you guys haven't ever listened to Revolver, it's the Beatles' Revolver. Maybe the greatest album of all time. So that's a great, great album. Let's see here. Fud Life, watch out. Now, I'm not going to be a Fud Life, but I will say is, if I'm going to be a well-rounded marksman, I'm a well-rounded, proficient shooter, and someone in this culture and all that, I might as well go ahead and dabble in everything about it. Typically my experience, by far not expertise, but experience has been carbines and handguns, 500 yards and in. I've never really dabbled much in the long distance. The longest shot I've ever taken was 1,200 yards, and that was with a buddy of mine's rifle. And then my very first handgun I ever bought was a Smith & Wesson Model 10. I like to call it the original M&P, and I hated it, and I sold it. And I kicked myself every day. One, because I didn't realize what the Model 10 meant. I didn't realize that it was a great historic gun. And then two, it was my first handgun. I wish I would have kept it, but I was an idiot. I was young, and it is what it is. But I would like to get into the revolver game, if nothing else, just to try it back out. The training day thing. What's up next? I'm going to be, I might be getting to Tonto over in Nashville in mid to late May. I'm not really sure. Depends on my dad. Right now, things are kind of on hold because I can't be gone very long at a time with my dad, especially right now because we don't know when insurance is going to run out. He's only got a few weeks left where he has to come home, and we're bringing him back to our house and setting up a room in our house to be able to, because right now he can't walk. So May, I'm not sure because May's when he's supposed to come back. So I don't really want to do anything in May with that happening. But my next official one is in June. I'm going down to Texas to hang out with Charlie Melton down at his ranch, spend a few days down there, and gonna do some carbine, some handgun, but more importantly, I'm gonna start getting into some of the long distance stuff with Charlie. And obviously, you guys know that he's pretty badass at long range shooting. What does my daughter carry? Tonto and Thunder Ranch. Right. Thunder Ranch is going to be this fall. Weekend at Charlie's. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But Thunder Ranch is going to be this fall. I'm looking to take the high altitude, long range stuff. And like I said, if I'm going to do a class, I'm going to do something that I have really no idea what I'm talking about, so I can at least learn a lot from it. So I'm looking forward to that up in Oregon. Tonto's going to be over in Nashville. Hopefully, I'm going to try to get to that one. I'm really going to try to take the, I think Tack's already taken it, but I'm going to try to do the active shooter stuff with him. And that's going to be a fun one. I'm going to be with Jaeger doing the fight, and then also some low light stuff with him. I'm going to get with Rob this weekend and try to pick out a date that maybe a bunch of us can head out and train with Rob. I know Tack said he wants to go, and Clover might want to go. I don't know if he wants to or not, but we'd love for Clover to go, and Mike and different people. Armentia, trying to get a bunch of people to go find a weekend that Rob might have off, but which is not very many because he's busy as shit. But go out there and hang out with Rob and train with him. But yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff coming down the road. My next official one is in June. I would love to get to a May class with Tonto. Right now, I've had to put pretty much everything on hold since December 30th when my dad had a stroke. So May is when he's supposed to come home. So I don't know if I'm doing anything in May. I'm going to try to, but I can't guarantee that. But yeah, that'll be the next official one is down there. Make sure you get your handrails installed, and walk-in shower helps a lot. Many props to you for taking care of your dad. That is character. It's being a son. I appreciate it, Tony, but that's family, bro. Anyone that knows me, I'm extremely loyal to everyone until you screw me over. Friends, I'm extremely loyal to my friends, but family is family, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And sometimes your life takes a different route than you expect, and it's unexpected. But it's not anything special. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's me being a son. Kind of being the head of the household and having to take care of everything else in life, and it's what it is. I'm an only child, so I don't really, I don't have siblings to lean on. It is what it is. Jaeger, yep, Jaeger. Jaeger. I've said it before, man. I've never really liked Jaeger's persona on camera. To this very day, I don't watch most of his stuff. But he called me out and invited me to come train with him and said, judge me after you train with me. And I trained with him and his guys, and they're very, very serious about it. They're very good. They know what they're doing. They're extremely proficient in the teaching and instruction side of firearm handling. And that's such a big part, is handling firearms. Not just shooting, but handling them. And I will go train with Jaeger anytime, anywhere. I still may not like him on camera, but now I talk to him at different places, and he's a pretty good guy. He cares about his students. He cares about his instruction. He cares about his knowledge, and he cares about his staff and family. And that says a lot about a person. And you may not like what they say on camera, but I tend to judge people on their character. And everything that I've witnessed and seen so far of James Jaeger lets me know that I may not like what comes out of his mouth on camera, but I respect the man. I definitely respect the training. So, yeah. That's right, Rob. That's right. James is a good guy. He invited me to his Christmas party years ago, and he's a good guy to many people. Yeah, he is what he is. He is what he is. He doesn't try to hide it from anyone. He doesn't care if you like him. And there's a lot about that I like, because I don't care if people like me or not. But I can, like I said, I respect the character of someone. I respect the passion that he has for training, the passion that he has to try to make you a better and more proficient marksman and handler of a firearm. I respect how he treats his family. I respect how he treats his staff. I respect how he treats his students. He's hard on his students, but he's doing that because he wants you to leave there better than when you came there. So I respect the hell out of that. I've been through a lot of training in my lifetime, and he's, if not the best, he's truly up there. And he is a teddy bear in person. I remember seeing him at SHOT Show several times, and we were down the dungeon, and he just came over and was like, hey, we just talked for about 20 minutes, and we're just a really solid dude, man. Just a really, really solid guy. And You know, don't always judge a book by its cover. It's an old cliche, but it's true. Don't judge a book by its cover. And like I said, I'll give everyone a chance, and I try to judge them by their character. And he's a high character dude. He really is. My dad and his healthcare are. God, I didn't see that. Sorry, hold on. My dad's and his healthcare is the only reason I'm still in New York. Yeah, yeah. I'm. You know, it's tough, man. You know, I'm 44 years old now. My mom and dad in their 70s, and you know, there comes a time when just health isn't always good, and you just have to do that. And like I said, I don't particularly want to get into in depth on camera about that. I try to keep my private life private as much as I can. But it is true. You do what you can. They raised us, and there's a point in time where the script flips, and we had to kind of take care of them in later years. So that's a circle of life, I guess. So yeah. Any other questions or any other comments do you guys want to talk about? We're going to be live here in about 2 hours, less than 2 hours. So um, spend some time here at the range, having a good time. But we are going to be live for Tactical Tuesday tonight at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And a bunch of us are obviously leaving the next day or two to head up to Indianapolis for the NRA annual meetings and expo. So we're going to talk tonight on Tactical Tuesday about traveling with guns, whether it's flying or driving or and all of that, talking about what all you have to do and all of that when you travel with guns. So have you trained with Clint Smith? No, I have never trained with Clint Smith. Clint Smith is one of my heroes in the firearms industry. I think most people know that my two main heroes are Massad Ayoob and Clint Smith. Clint Smith for a lot of reasons. One, he's an amazing instructor, but he's also a Marine, and he has a don't give a fuck attitude, kind of like I do. And I got to spend about 45 minutes. What's the topic for tonight? I just said it, bro. We're going to talk about traveling with guns. We're going to talk NRA a little bit, but we're going to talk about traveling with guns, whether it's driving or flying or, you know, what all the stuff that goes and entails when you travel with guns. So that'll be interesting because a lot of us will be traveling with guns the next couple of days. So we'll talk about that and all that. But I'm just messing with you, Kingpin. Got to get those ears cleaned out, brother. You got to get the ears cleaned out. It'll help a lot better. You got it. You finally got it. You know, some people are just a little slower, but we still love you. It's okay. That would be a bucket list to train with him. Yeah, man. Thunder Ranch is something that's awesome. But yeah, Clint Smith is a big hero of mine in the firearms industry. Like I said, Massad Ayoob and Clint Smith. So I got to spend about 45 minutes to an hour with Clint at SHOT Show. Him and Heidi, his wife. And we let us sit there and just sit there and talked for an hour, and weren't talking necessarily training or fire, just talking about Marine stuff and all of that. And by the end of it, he invited me to come train with him, but stay at his house, eat with him and his family. And it's like, holy shit, you know, it's like, it's definitely going to be a dream come true for sure. So I'm looking forward to that this fall. It's going to be up in Oregon at Thunder Ranch. Got to run. Yeah, I'm going to run here in a little bit too. I'm going to finish the smoke and I'm going to get out of here. And I should try eating some crayons. It's not for everybody, brother. Not for everybody. Only certain people can handle it. So don't just think you can go buy a box of crayons and be a real man. I'm just kidding. But no. But yeah, I'm going to finish the smoke and we'll get out of here. Like I said, we're an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away from Tactical Tuesday, so we'll be live here in a little while. But thanks, guys. Let's see here. I want to meet Ayoob and Jesus before I die, hopefully in that order. I don't think you're going to meet Jesus before you die, because if he does come back, it's not going to be pretty. So, just messing with you. Oh, shit. Here we go. Yes, I'm going to NRAM. Yes. Ghost Tactical. Have you heard the Marines described as a cult with how they all back each other up? It seems to have a grain of truth. I would not call us a cult. I would call us a brotherhood. I think all armed forces are like that. I can't speak for Army, Air Force, or Navy. I can only tell you my experience with Marines that seem to, being around other armed forces, I can tell you that Marines seem to be closer with each other. There are so few of us. There's not a lot of Marines in the world in comparison to Air Force, Army, and Navy. So we're a very tiny branch of the military. We go through a lot, and no matter what your job was or anything, everyone is in the Marines is a basic rifleman. So you go through combat training, you go through rifle qualification every year. Everyone is a basic Marine before your job. So I would definitely say that the Marines are probably closer. In my experience, they're very much closer in a band of brothers. The word Semper Fidelis, our motto, means this is Latin for always faithful, and we do not take those words softly. They are definitely, they mean something to me and everyone else. It's not just a motto or a saying. It is definitely a way of life, and we tend to be very faithful to our own, and you mess with one, you're going to mess with whoever else is there, even though they don't know them. I've been in a situation at a restaurant where a guy was getting involved in something he probably wasn't going to be having fun with, maybe a 6 or 7 on 1 type scenario. Asked if the word Semper Fidelis meant to anybody in the restaurant. There's about 6 or 7 of us that decided to go over there and walk out and help them out. And when they realized that wasn't necessarily a fraternity thing, it was something besides a fraternity saying, they decided they probably shouldn't go much further, so they left. But yeah, it means something to us very deeply. So it is what it is. Wouldn't call us a cult though. I'd call us a brotherhood. Wish you luck with that. Well, I'll be there Saturday. Oh, you'll be there Saturday. Oh, well, I'll be there. Come find me. Semper Fidelis, Tim. Gun snob, wearing the shades, right? Future is bright, baby. Gotta wear shades. Future is bright. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Been going on for, hell, it said is an hour and 40 minutes, and all I wanted to do is shoot some guns. So, I shot some guns, and we had a good time talking about a lot of different things, but we're going to continue to talk tonight at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, right here on Ghost Tactical with Tactical Tuesday. We're going to be talking about traveling with guns, both driving and flying, and talk a little about NRAM coming up this weekend up in Indianapolis, which a bunch of us will be at. So, if you're going to be at NRAM, you'll be traveling, stop by and check out the show, and we hope to entertain you a little bit. Until next time, Semper Fi.